that he's going to be doing lots of amazing events. You can check it all out at the Texas Opera Alliance website. I want to give a shout out to all of my students out there watching, interested in joining the Bauer Family High School Voice Studio. We are accepting applications for next season. So applications are open until March 27th. Please go to our website, hgo.org/HSVS, to find out more information on how you could be one of our singers next year. I'd like to welcome at this point Mr. Ryan Speedo Green into our Zoom. He has done such amazing work across the country and the globe. Appearances at the Metropolitan Opera Theater, over 250 performances at Vienna Staatsoper. He's got an amazing book out, best-selling New York Times book called Sing for Your Life. Anybody interested in incredible journeys that are uplifted through the arts, check this book out. And with that storytelling of his incredible journey, he's been seen on CBS This Morning, The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, 60 Minutes. And then he's got some really great highlights coming up for this next season. In the 2021 season, he'll be in the Met season premiere of The Fire Shut Up in My Bones, and he will be the title role in The Flying Dutchman with the Baltic Opera Festival. So incredible things on the horizon. We are so excited that you're here today. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a very, very overcast, rainy morning here in Austin, where I'm based right now. And it wasn't supposed to rain, but it was also supposed to rain yesterday, but it didn't at all. So I'm just taking the weather as it comes. But it's really awesome to be here. And first of all, work with young, talented voices, and continue my relationship with Houston Grand Opera, where I made my first major role debut where I sang Osmin in Entführung aus dem Sarai by Mozart. And Patrick Summers, Maestro Patrick Summers, who was my guest conductor of the year that I won the Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions, gave me my first opportunity to do my first major role. And I've been so thankful for how it's opened my career, both here in the US and in Europe. And I've taken all the skills and the performances I've done in Houston and taken it with me in my travels. So I'm thankful for you guys to come back and be able to work with singers in the neighborhood.
It's awesome to have you back, and I'm sure Maestro Summers is watching on our live stream right now, so we could say hi to him.
Hey, Maestro!
No, we're delighted that you're back here with us. If you want to just give a little 2 cents of what it is that you might be looking for from our singers today, for anyone in the audience not familiar with the Masterclass, and then we'll invite our students in.
Okay, yeah. So for me, as a person who started singing opera at the age of 14, 15 years old, I was very much in love with opera before I even knew any of the tools to sing it or in classical music in general. And I was so lucky and so blessed to have amazing high school voice teacher, chorus teacher, opera teachers, diction teachers, piano teachers who helped, catch me up and put me in a position to go to a university where I got the training to pretty much 6 years later be singing at the Met. So, I know it's a crazy short journey, but I can tell you it really started in high school with not only just not necessarily being a perfected instrument, but getting the ability to connect my body to the music. And for me, I'm absolutely not looking to change anybody's voice, because at this age, your voice is all over the place, especially you young men out there. I understand. I started as a tenor and at 15, and by the time I was graduating, I was a bass. So anything could happen. So it's all about character, understanding the piece you're singing, and just being connected, your voice to your body. So I'm really excited to see the stories you're going to tell with your voice. And yeah, let's go from there.
Great. Well, I'll bring in Victoria to introduce herself. I will see you on the back side of the masterclass as we do a Q&A. So if anyone watching has questions, pop them into our chat. We'll see you afterwards.
All right. And Victoria, just make sure for each student, introduce yourself, of course, full name, as well as telling me how old you are and the piece you're going to sing, please.
Okay. Hello, my name is Victoria Serta. I'm 16, and I'm going to be singing Vago Dendo by Handel. Okay. Pagodino, vizzo sui bello, quel cielo la libertà. Pagodino, vizzo sui bello, quel cielo la libertà. E tra l'arme con onde chiare, il tuo amore corinava. Pagodino, vizzo sui bello, quel cielo la libertà. Godendo va. It's all
Brava, brava. So, let's talk about this piece, Victoria. So, can you tell me? Obviously, you probably know this is from an opera, right?
Yes.
And what opera is it from?
Circe.
Super, super. And when I ask you kind of questions, I'm sort of like, I'm getting the audience a little bit involved as well to tell them what's going on. So, this piece is by Handel, of course, and being it from an opera, you automatically have everything you need to make this a story, to have a story to tell, to know where you are, to put yourself in a scene. So tell me your character's name and what you're doing or why you're singing this.
Okay, so my character's name is Romilda, and she's singing because the king, Circe, he fell in love with her after hearing her sing, but she doesn't return his feelings, but she feels she is obligated to marry him. She's gonna be forced to marry him. So she's singing of a babbling brook and how free it is. And she's singing in contrast to love, how restricted she feels.
Yeah. It's because she's forced. In this scene, again, this is one of the most famous Umbra mai fus is in this piece, which is one of my favorite Handel arias. And this piece is it kind of shows she's being playful at the same time. There's a hint of the fact that she isn't free. She's singing about being free and how great it is to have this brook that's running through in the stream, but she's and she's going to be forced. She has to marry this person because he's the king, and she has to do what he wants, though she's in love with someone else. And I always kind of think, with this piece, you want her innocence is what makes her so appealing to Xerxes. And almost childlike innocence in a way. And it has to be as pretty and as lilting and as possible. And I really love that when you were singing this, your coloratura, when you got to the big, huge coloratura section, it was effortless. It really flowed. And so I want to start this piece again. And I would love to hear, it's a celebration of freedom, as you said, a celebration of freedom. And I want to hear a little bit of that freedom, that easiness in the beginning. So I would like less, even less sound in the beginning, and more just the poetry, the words, and the coloratura. Let's start this again. Obviously, everybody understands that this is via Zoom, so it's much harder to start and stop than it would be in a studio with a pianist. So let's try it and see how far we can go.
All right.
Okay, stop for a second. So you mentioned again the beginning. Actually, the beginning part, the poetry is like the most awkward of all the poetry in the piece for me. but I would like your character. What is she feeling in this very beginning part? I mean, she's being playful, right? Yeah. Or is she really sad, or how would you think she feels?
Well, I would think she's more sad than anything, because she's kind of just like looking at the brook, and she's kind of just like, that's not fair.
Is Xerxes near her? Is she singing this to Xerxes?
She's singing it to herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So she's in her own head. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you pick the stream is going to be obviously far away from you. Pick a location and see the stream flowing, and sort of think to yourself. So I would love it if like are you standing up, or you're standing up, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would love for you to take one hand. Doesn't matter, you choose, and make a sort of like what do you do when you think? Do you like, when I think, I sort of like, I put my hands up, and I sort of put my hands together, and I would love for you to you choose a gesture that is like your pondering gesture, like no one's around you, you're by yourself, you don't have to be a princess, you don't have to be composed. Let's try this again, and you are thinking about like that your freedom is over, and like how great it would be to just be a stream where you get to ever flow and be free. Okay, let's try it again.
Okay. Oh, whoops.
No problem. Okay, let's stop for a second. So obviously we're going to keep going, but you sing the same verse twice, obviously, yes. And the first time you're singing it, I would say, like, I like the way you started. You were thinking to yourself and sort of in self-pity, and maybe, and I kind of felt that a little bit. But when you go back the second time, I mean, Handel is notorious for making it extremely difficult to like, change the thought just by words, because you're repeating words over and over again, and it leaves everything to the singer to, with your voice, give me another version of that same phrase. It's really up to you. And that being said, it's much easier to do that when you have a pianist with you, because then you can take things slower, take things faster, but because you're doing this in a recording, you have to be in the rhythm of the tempo that's being played for you, because I understand that. So what you can do though differently is the way you sing it. So as I said before, I like the way that when you first started it, to sing it softly, and sort of be in your inner thought. And then maybe the second time you because you're doing it softly, you're sort of tricking the audience by singing it. And then the next time in your normal full voice, that you're actually tricking the audience, thinking that you're giving more, but you're actually just singing the way that you would normally be singing. And because it's not a hard phrase technically or vocally for you, you can do that. You have that luxury. So I would love to start it one more time, because I have 20 minutes with you, and this is a short piece, so we can do that. Let's start it one more time. Sing it the first time, like piano, like very much like you're in self-thought, like you're singing to yourself. And the second time, I want you to pretend like you're maybe singing it to the stream itself, like the stream is for you, the freedom you won't have, And let's do it that time. That again, like that. Okay. And pick and choose. The first time sing to yourself, the second time sing to the stream. Think that way, okay?
All right.
Super. Thank you so much, Victoria. This is sounding awesome.
Thanks. Sorry, I was like confused because I thought I was going to start playing a podcast. I don't know.
No worries.
Okay.
Find the stream. Piano, piano, piano.
Verzoso e bello, quel cielo, la libertà. Con le chiare, dietro al mare, Vago verzoso e bello, quel cielo, la libertà.
We go. Easy breathe. Bravo. So I have to tell you, Victoria, no, that was wonderful. No, that was wonderful. And even if you felt that way, like the coloratura, the most important part of this piece showing you're almost so naked with the coloratura because there's not much accompaniment under you. And it's everything, it relies on you like giving that motion, making it sound easy and effortless. And I think because her innocence, it's supposed to sound effortless, supposed to sound easy, and it sounds that way with you. And I have to tell you, like when I was your age, 16, 17 years old, this kind of piece would have been very, very, very impossible for me to do. And your Italian was great. And I just, again, the fact that you were able to just go back and easily do it, that shows that you really know this piece. That's wonderful. So every time, once you start, you're able to get with the pianist, you can really play with this piece because it's very easy to almost sing it like a hymn and be in the same tempo, the same vocal quality and volume both times. It's very easy to do that, especially at your age. But I see that you can do that. So when you sing the first verse again, next time you do it, really try to give half of what you would normally give, like vocally. So then when you sing, because you repeat the second verse, you repeat the first verse again immediately right after that, and the next time you come up with your real full voice, and it'll make such a difference to the audience to be, oh wow, okay, so this is she's now speaking aloud, she's saying something, she has something to say. And then when you get into there's one particular section, when you have any sort of interlude, like silent singing, try to play with that silence in a sense of like, you choose a spot in the audience or wherever you're singing this, and let that be the stream, and follow the stream and think about, man, I wish I had freedom. And then let that be the reason why you're singing again. Like, I wish I had freedom. I wish I could marry the man I love. I wish I could be free like the stream and not have to be required to be this kind of woman that I don't want to be. I want to be with this man that I love. And let that be the thing that influences you. So I think we have time to do the beginning one more time. Sing it at the very beginning. Give me the most extreme piano you can give me. And then the second time, come in full voice, like you have to say something, just to see what it feels like. I want to see what it feels like. And you sound awesome.
Right. Something was like, so that's why, like, at the end, I kind of just was like staring at one spot because I had something like chilling in my throat.
I can't tell you how many times I've had many things chilling on my throat when I sing. But your technique and good breathing will get you through anything.
All right.
Let's try it again.
Okay. Cool.
Remember, piano and then mezzo forte, second time.
Okay.
No. Pause. What did I say? Piano? Can you whisper the first line? Just speak it. Whisper it. Vago dendo. And then vago dendo. Say vago dendo 3 different ways. Say it for me 3 different ways.
Okay. Vago dendo.
Yeah.
Vago dendo.
Yeah.
Vago dendo.
Oh, yeah. So, I know it's funny to say that, but enjoying, it means enjoying, like to go enjoy, goes to enjoy was what that means. So like, you're not enjoying your time. Am I correct? You're not about to enjoy your time because you're going to marry a guy you don't want to marry. So maybe, you know, I would say like, you know, if it were me, I'm not you, but if it were me, you know, like, vagodendo. 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 You know, and that's what I mean expressing it. I mean, and I know it sounds funny to you, and I know it's very funny to say that and to do that, but the moment you become comfortable with getting out of your bubble, like instead of just being notes on a page or words on a page with notes, when that phrase has meaning to you, that's when you're stepping from just being a singer to being an artist. And I think that's a really important thing. Even at your age, you can start to learn, you know. And this is a simple poem, but it's so complicated, the feelings that are going within the story and with the opera, and you have everything you need to play with it to make it this huge story. And you already, I know you know what it's about, so I'm pushing you to give me something more than just notes and words on a page. So let's say it for me one more time. Vagodendo. Say it 3 different ways for you, and I want you to. I'm gonna guess what the 3 different meanings of it are.
Okay.
Vagodendo. Say it for me 3 times.
This is weird.
Vagodendo. Just say it. Vagodendo.
Okay. Vagodendo.
Yes, and say it angry.
Vagodendo.
Say it sad.
Vagodendo.
Say it like you're in love.
Vagodendo.
I mean, come on, that's insane, right? 3 different ways. So let's start the piece one more time, and you choose the first time you sing this line and one of those emotions. You just gave me 3 different emotions, and I really felt it just by you saying it. Now I want you to sing it the first time in one of those emotions, and then the second time sing it the same notes, same words, but with a different emotion. Let's try it again.
Oh,
it's okay. Okay, now second away. Different way this time. You got it. Keep with that emotion. Beautiful. Keep with that emotion. Different emotion, different emotion. Different emotion, different emotion. Angry. Okay, now free. Be happy. I mean, I have to say, did that feel different to you?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you, from my end, again, I'm by Zoom. It sounded fuller. It sounded with the direction, and you can play with this. This is only the beginning. I mean, you have so many more years of honing your art form, and your voice is already in a really beautiful place. Thanks to your voice teacher, obviously. Ross, good job, especially working on the coloratura. But now that you know the notes, you know the words, you have the Italian. Now you have to make this a story. Make someone like me who knows the opera, who wants to see that you know the opera and that you know the character, because you're gonna want to play this character someday. That's why you're singing the aria. So give me those different emotions in a piece that's this simple. If you can give me those different emotions, you're going to take this to a whole nother level. Thank you so much, Victoria. Amazing.
Thank you. Yay.
Thank you.
Okay, let's hang up. Yep.
All right. Hi, my name is Nicholas Matthew, and the piece I'll be performing today is O Mistress Mine by Roger Quilter.
And how old are you, Nicholas?
Oh, I'm 17 years old.
Okay, bravo. Awesome.
Oh, but before I actually start singing with the piece, I would like to give you a little bit of insight about it. So, "Oh Mistress Mine," I'm the guy playing the piece in "Oh Mistress Mine," and I'm trying to find love with another girl. So in the very opening lines, when I say, "Oh Mistress Mine, where are you roaming?" I'm asking this girl, why is she trying to find love with another man? And later in the piece, you can see, "Present mirth hath present laughter." So I'm telling this girl that love is something that should be cherished in the present.
Bravo.
O mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys ending, lovers meeting, every wise man's son doth know. What is love? 'Tis not hereafter, present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure, not endure. Mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Wow, Nicholas. I mean, again, you're said, how old are you? 16?
17.
17. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, so this piece, as you said before, is about, a guy who is telling his mistress, to stop waiting for, a guy to sweep you off your feet, or to, to sweep you off your feet, and that, just accept what you have now. Sort of this carpe diem type mentality.
Yeah.
You have me now, enjoy me, because you may not have me forever.
Yeah.
And this is Shakespeare. This is a poem by poetry by Shakespeare, which I think is important. So, and I really loved how you put like some really great diction in here. Like I love hearing English diction. An English art song is actually some of the hardest pieces to sing as an English speaker, a native English speaker, because we think of it the way we speak it, and that's usually not the way you're supposed to sing it, especially if you want people to understand you.
Yeah.
And I really loved, first of all, the fact that you're letting your body be loose as you're singing, and it makes it so much easier and to feel connected, especially at a young age. And as for your voice type as a baritone, am I assuming you're a baritone?
Yeah, baritone,
baritone. Yeah. That it's so important at your age to feel connected, your body to your voice, and whichever you have to do, where that means to use gestures, we call them kinesthetic gestures, to feel connected. That's okay, and it's totally okay to do at your age. I would love to talk to you about since your diction is so great, I have to get to that. So let's talk to in the beginning. You say, "Oh mistress mine, where are you roaming?" You're asking her a question. "Oh, stay in here, your love's true coming." And this is sort of a fun and happy moment. Am I correct?
Well, it's sort of different. Like it can be happy, like, "Oh mistress mine, where are you roaming?" Like it's very
stay
like
here, yeah.
It's very light. It's not very aggressive at first.
Yeah, and so I agree. So it should feel that way. And and you go on later on. You say, "Trip no further, pretty sweeting." Journeys end in lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know. So this when you get to this, every wise man's son doth know. This is a matter of fact statement. He's basically making a statement. So if you say the first part is a question, like, "Where are you going?" Like, "Come stay here with me." And then he says, everybody knows. At the end, it's a statement. Yeah. So I'm going to do this first part again, and I would like to, how would you, if you were to show with your voice, sort of a happy, fun and happy beginning, how would you show that with your voice? Like, would you be loud? Would you be soft? Would you be more about the words, or would you be more about the notes? Like, to talk to me, how would you do it?
So you're saying more about like a happy...
Yeah, the very beginning is a question. It's literally a question. Oh, mistress mine, where are you going? Like, it's basically, he's basically saying, where are you going? Like, come hang out with me for a bit.
I feel like it's more to do with the stresses in the piece, like if it's and I don't want to.
You say it's more about the words in the beginning, yes?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so let's try this again. I just want to do up to a certain point. I want you to change. When you get to trip no further, pretty sweeting. This is you trying to really maybe woo her, like, say sweet words to her. And I really want to change in your voice, less about words and more about, the trip no further, pretty sweeting, like I want to hear the cuteness and the charm in that line. And then at the end of every wise man's son doth know, I want to hear like a matter of fact, every wise man's son doth know. Okay. So those three things, I know it's a lot, but I'm testing you, man. You're doing great. So let's try it again.
All right.
And I want you to sing to her. You're not singing to me, sing to her. So you can sing to her.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh,
pause it. Okay. So I want you to say, oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? I want you to say it like a question. Just say it as, oh, mistress mine.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Yeah, and can you say it a little more like you actually know where she's going, but you want, it's like a cute thing where can you say one more time like that?
But like very slow, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming?
All right. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Yeah. Okay. Now, tell me this: when you sing it, do you think you sing it that way?
No.
Okay. So let's try it again.
Because I had to think about like
exactly, and that's the point. Like with these kind of pieces, once you know it musically, which you know it very well, and you sing it very well, now it's about adding that extra layer. Like tell me a story, make me feel something, make me understand that you're being cute, that you're being sassy, that you're saying matter of fact statements, that you're being romantic. I want to see these things. I want to hear these things in your voice. All right. And again, it's much easier to do when you have a pianist in front of you, but I know you're capable of doing it with this recording. Let's do it.
All right, I'll try.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys ending, lovers meeting, every wise man's son doth know.
Pause it. So I mean, Nicholas, you see where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so like you already were doing it naturally a little bit, and now like even just the very beginning and the smile on your face, like, oh mistress mine, where are you roaming? Where are you going? Where are you going? You know you're supposed to be here with me, and oh, stay here. Here your true love's coming. That can sing both high and low, which is funny because the difference, he's actually going low and high vocally, but he's saying high and low.
Yeah.
So that play with words, the quilter knows he's playing with the words and the notes. And you got to help him tell that story. And so that next line, trip no further, pretty sweeting, really trip no further, pretty you have to give so much on that sweeting that like I have to know that that's an important word. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys end and lovers meeting, every man's son doth know, and so I want to let's do this one more time from the beginning, and I really want that first line has to be so cute, and I want to see a smile on your face, and I want to see that you know exactly where she's going. She's not going anywhere. She's going to stay right here with you. So you can.
Do you mind if I use hand gestures, like to?
No, use hand gestures. Go. This is me. This, obviously we're singing for people, but this is me and you. Use whatever you need to use to describe whatever you need to describe. Please. Right. I love it. Look at her. There she is. Tell her.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journey's ending, lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Bravo, keep going, keep going. The question.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter, present mirth at present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure, not endure. Mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Okay, so I wanted you to complete the second half, but so now we're going to talk about the second half of this piece.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as I said before, when you start this again, you start with a question. I mean, Quilter must have, done this on purpose. Shakespeare must have done this on purpose. So, there's a pause. There's a little 2.5 bar play in. So this is a brand new. Maybe she's like, maybe she's telling you like, don't tell me what every guy knows. And you're like, okay, you're trying to bring her back. And what's the best way to bring her back? By asking her a question. What is love? What is love? So can you ask me that question? Just say it to me.
What is love?
And how would you say it to her?
Well, I'll say
if she's maybe in that little instrumental coming in, she's basically telling you like, don't tell me what all men know, and then that you don't want to make her upset. So how would you come in to say what is love? How would you say that?
What is love?
Exactly. What is love? And then you say after there, 'tis not. What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth, hot present laughter. And when you say a word like laughter in a piece, I should hear a little bit of joy and laughter in your voice. So can you just speak? Present mirth hath present laughter. Can you say that for me?
Present mirth hath present laughter.
Exactly. And then this to me. If you had a pianist here with you, I would say this next line is basically the most important part of this poem, Shakespeare's poem. And can you tell me that line? What's to come?
What's to come is still unsure.
What does that mean? In the context of the poem?
Oh, like in the context of the poem, like what, like whether they're gonna be together is still not, like whether what's gonna happen in the future is not really sure.
Yes, it's not set in stone. So it's basically the theme of the piece is enjoy what you have now, carpe diem, and don't look towards other men. You have everything you need right here. So what to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. This line here should be like, this is you like reeling her in. This is that one line that makes her heart go, yeah. I need to be here now. And so I need to hear that, like that's like the 1-2 punch. Like this is the KO punch of love that you're hitting her with. So what is love? 'Tis not hereafter, present mirth and hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then the knockout. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Okay. So is there a way we can start a little bit before the second verse? Do you know where that is on the?
I have a time marker.
Okay, super. Let's start from there and let's go from there. This is really great, Nicholas. Really, really great. Ask the question.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure, not endure.
Make this is you kissing her.
Mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Okay, stop it. So Nicholas, I really loved what you did there, asking the question, what is love? And you can even, that's when you say, when you're using your hand gestures, it's so natural when you're asking a question, like she's walking away. What is love? Not hereafter. Present mirth and present, I love that, what you did there. Laughter, breathe, what's to come is still, this is a statement. What to come is still unsure. And then you hit her. In delay, there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me. I love, and the way you make kiss me was wonderful. Sweet and 20. And then this is the next statement is, I wouldn't say it's a throwaway, but it's like, it's the conclusion. Like, youth, the stuff will not endure. And then the next phrase, she looks at you, and I mean, you know you have her. You have to milk this. This has to be the most beautiful line you sing in the entire piece. So really a good breath before you sing it. Mistress mine, where are you roaming? You're roaming, you're coming here. It's almost like the opposite of what you're really trying to say.
Yeah.
So I really want that last statement to be, I mean, sing it as if you have a rose in your hand and you're giving it to her. Like, it needs to be that gentle and that beautiful. And when you're doing this in front of a pianist, which again, you're doing it so well with recording, you can really play with the tempo there. Like the pianist is following you. So when you come in there, just for the future reference, bum, 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 the measure of, when you say mistress mine, where are you roaming? The last one, really, you can take your time. Mistress mine, breathe. Where are you?
I would love to go slow. I really wanted to go slow there, but
you can. And this piece has been done so many so many times. You can take liberties. So let's do it one more time because I want to make sure I get this in one more time. Let's do it from the question: what is love? Sing it to her. Sing it to her.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure, not endure.
Get your rose ready.
Mistress mine, where are you roaming?
Beautiful. And I will say again, what you're doing now, you have to do it this way because of the recording. But when you do it again, with the piano, make it so after Mistress Mine, you breathe, and so there's nothing that says you can't breathe there, and the pianist can't give you that breath. Mistress Mine, where are you roaming? You can really, I mean, it's beautiful, Nicholas, man. This is a perfect piece for you. And I'm excited to see, the stories you're going to tell on the more romantic pieces you're going to do. You have that charm, man. You really have that charm. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Brianna Escamilla. I am 18, and I will be singing When I Have Sung My Songs by Ernest Charles.
Great job. Brava, brava. So, Brianna, tell me a little bit about this piece.
So, there is a lot of interpretation that you could take with this piece.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of bittersweet in a
Yeah.
sense. So you're singing to your lover, you know, you love them so much, and you can't imagine, you know, being with anybody else. So that's kind of what I feel like this piece is about.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, it's about loving a person, loving one person, and like basically saying in this song that you can't sing to anyone else but them. And that singing to anybody else, like using, you know, loving anybody else would be pointless, you know. And I mean, this is one of those few pieces, man. It can be such a difference to do it with a pianist, because I mean, this has so much room for lots and lots and lots and lots of rubato, which means, like, you know, to express something, you know, musically, the way that you want to do it. And you're sort of because of the situation in COVID, you have to do it within the confines of the recording you made. And by the way, I don't know if it's the same pianist who made the recordings for all of you guys, but they're phenomenal and really awesome. So thank you to the pianist who recorded these for all of you guys, or to the pianist who recorded it for all of you guys, and your voice teachers for really giving these like top-notch performances. Because I'm really searching out things to talk about, because it's very, 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 very well done. Very, very well done. So what I would love to talk to you about, so do you think are you singing this to the person that the subject is about, or is this person passed away? You know, is that why it's bittersweet?
I think I'm singing it to the person. Oh, okay.
I lost you a little bit, Brianna.
A little bit.
1 second.
Can you hear me now?
Not so much, but I'm hoping everybody else can hear you though.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. That's much better. But now your screen is small. Okay, I'm sure it'll work out. No worries, no worries. But okay. Let's continue. As I was saying, like, are you singing to? Is the person alive that you're singing to?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay, so what is bitter? Is it bittersweet that the fact that are they leaving you, or are they going away? What's bittersweet about it, or is this just like a love song?
I was seeing it as a love song.
Okay. Then if when you make those kind of decisions, then that basically determines the mood of the piece. So this is not a bittersweet piece, because if the person loves you and you love them and they're staying with you, the only bittersweet part about it is when they die, you'll never love again. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That just means that it's a love that's eternal, or you know. So I would love to you saying that though completely changes the way that you were singing it before. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start it again with now knowing that it's not bittersweet, but it's like this is something really exciting and real and life-changing. You know, that kind of love is life-changing. So let's start the piece again, and I want you to sing it, not bittersweet, but what emotion would you say is the general emotion of the piece now?
I'm not sure. Romantic.
Romantic. Okay. And I mean, how many opportunities? Usually it's the guy who sings the romantic song to the girl. So I'm really excited that I get to hear a girl sing a romantic song to a guy. And so I'm going to really milk this, because it doesn't happen very often in opera, especially because the guy usually doesn't return the love. So if you're going to be singing a love song to the guy, he's going to return it. This is even more epic than before. So let's start the piece again. And I would like to say, the part you say, we've worked so hard to hold our dreams, that line, which is like, you know, in the after you, we worked so hard to hold our dreams. The composer gives you a rest before each one of these phrases. Am I correct?
Yes.
And there's probably a reason for that, because he wants to separate them. Yeah, it's a different emotion every time. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so maybe you can give me two different vocal expressions. Like we work so hard, maybe that could be forte, or like, you know, more expressive, more volume. And then when you sing to hold our dreams, that could be more inward. So maybe bring that back to a piano. And then when you say just you and me, the next line after that, he gives you even a bigger rest, yeah? It's a quarter note rest, yeah? So you can take that slow, because when you sing the you and I, when you sing the I, the long whole note in that measure, the accompaniment speeds up.
Okay.
So I'll say it one more time. When you sing "We work so hard," I want you to sing that out, like you know, very your maximum volume, forte, whatever you want to say. And then to hold our dreams, I want you to sing that piano. And when you come in, just you and I really want it to be about the words. Just you and I want it to be really about the words and the text there. And then from there, we'll make some new stuff. So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Remember, a love song. You love this person, they love you. Smile, happy. Bravo. Pause for a second. So I really, Brianna, I really liked where you were going there. In those three phrases, like you really listened. I love that. So thank you for that. But I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, I didn't feel like you loved this guy. You know, I was like, I mean, is there another guy around the corner who's a little bit better? So, you know, when I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more. You know, can you say that line for me? Just say it.
When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more.
Okay. Now, can you say it to me? Say it to me sad. Just say it to me sad.
When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more.
Okay, now sing it to me excited. Like this is just super excited.
When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more.
Okay, now sing it to me like this is the last time you're gonna sing this line to me like you are about to. This is a wedding vow. Like this, saying this line now makes you and this person, man and wife, whatever you want. You know, this is tying the knot. Sing it to me now. Say it to me now that way. Like it's a vow.
Okay. When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more.
Yeah, and I want, now look at me, and imagine, you know, you're giving me a ring, and you are the Prince Charming, and you're saying this to me as the princess, and I want it to be that kind of vow, like this line here is my vow to you that I'll be with you forevermore. There'll never be another. You are the last, the first, and my everything. Okay. Now say it to me that way.
When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more.
How was that different? Was that different from the first time you said it?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, you think so. I think so too. But what made it different? How did it feel?
It had more feeling to it. And so
yeah.
Just like autopilot it.
Yeah. And it's so easy as a singer. Like, let me tell you, like, when to be on autopilot, when you learn a piece extremely well, like you've learned it, and you have to get on stage and perform it, it's really easy. The go-to is just to be on autopilot, sing the right notes, sing the right words, sing the right rhythm, and I'll make it. But when you have to test yourself, you have to push yourself to be a little bit naked and a little bit vulnerable emotionally and vocally to the audience, because that'll make this piece, which is sung quite often, a piece that will make it special and unique. And I would love for you to just say that one more time, say that whole line. When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more. It would be a sacrifice. It would be a sacrilege to sing to another door, like to anybody. Like once I've sung my songs for you, to sing my songs to anybody else would be pointless. Like, because it only means anything when I sing it to you. So let me. Could you speak those two lines to me? As if you were the prince, like you are the hero of this story, giving your vow to this person.
Okay.
And you can say it to me. Look at me. Say it to me.
Okay. When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more. 'Twould be a sacrilege to sing at another door.
Yeah, like, I mean, it would be pointless for me to sing this to anybody else but you. So now I want you to start this piece again, and I want the direction that you were saying it to me in. I want you to sing it to me that way, and I want you to look to me and sing it to me. Okay? I mean, I know I'm not a really good princess, or Prince Charming or any of that kind of stuff, or but you're the hero of the story, and you got to sing it to me.
Okay.
And I'm ready to be swept off my feet. Smile. All right, pause it. Start it again. This part is so important that it sets the entire tone of the piece. I liked where you were going in the beginning, and I want you to look at me, and I want you to point at me when you sing that first line. When I have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more. I want you to sing. I want you to say that with me. When I
have sung my songs to you, I'll sing no more.
Would be a sacrilege. Say it next line.
Okay, so it'd be a sacrilege to sing at another door.
Another door. Shake ahead to another door. Yeah. And then say, when we've worked so hard, I want you to pull your fists. We've worked so hard. Say it. We've worked so hard.
We've worked so hard.
And then whisper, to hold our dreams.
To hold our dreams.
And then say the next line. Just you and I.
Just you and I.
Okay. All right. Now let's sing it doing those gestures. Okay.
Okay.
I want these words to have direction. You got this. Remember, you're confident and you love this person. This is your vow. Look at me. Yeah. Yep, bravo. Let's stop it. So see, I mean, let me tell you, when you let yourself go emotionally and physically like that, it sometimes creates a whole new layer of uncomfortability, like where you have to, bring yourself back, and it takes practice to do this. So I mean, I can't tell you how many times when I put physicality in a story to a piece, all of a sudden all my memorization like went to the wayside, and that's totally normal and it's totally okay. And that's what coachings and rehearsals and practice is for, for these kind of moments. And now, I mean, did you feel a difference there?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And imagine once you feel comfortable with telling a story with both physically and vocally at the same time, then singing it just vocally is so much easier. You can do it just with your voice. But I'm just giving you like some physical gestures just to give you a little bit of freedom and relaxation. Because again, your voice is beautiful. You know the piece. Now it's about telling a story. Right. So again, let's can we possibly go from just you and I? Do you have any timestamps or anything like that? What's a good place to go from for you?
I can go from just you and I.
Yeah, just you and I. And you can come off I a little bit earlier so you can get a good breath for I could not share them all again if you need to. Okay. Because I know you were thinking about the gesture and that probably made it a little bit awkward. Okay. But that was wonderful.
Thank you. Okay.
Look at me. Bravo. You ready? Okay, pause it. Okay, pause it. So now we got to talk about the next section. So I like to go section by section because it makes it a lot easier. I could not share them all again. I'd rather die. Like, I mean, and this is kind of one of those moments. It's like, I mean, this person's really overreacting. Like, you know, I mean, that's, and this is kind of what a vow is. When you make a vow like this, you know, where I love you so much, I could not even sing another song to anybody else. You got to go this. You got to go the you know 150%. So this is when you can really let loose as the music allows you to. I could not share them all again. I'd rather die with just the thought that I had loved so well. I've had love so good, and this should be the biggest vocal line in the piece because it's the most exciting. It's the most, you know, over the top. So I'm really it's all about I would let yourself be about the text because obviously it's very fast, and when you get to the I'd rather die, really that's when you can ramp it up and make sure to breathe after thought. Get off of thought quick enough with just the thought that I had loved so well, and then take your time. So true. And bring yourself back. So that's so true. Help you come back down so you have a place to go on the next phrase. Because if you give too much and you don't bring it down on so true, you're gonna have nowhere to go at the end of this piece. Okay. Vocally. So let's go again from I could not share them all again. I mean, wherever you went from last time, just you and I, and really be prepared to come in on there because it comes fast, and you don't have a pianist to to wait for you. Bring it back. Yes. Breathe. Can we pause? Can we pause? Pause. Do you have a timestamp for that I could never sing again the first time? After so true. Is there any timestamp where you could go from there?
Yes.
So true. And then remember what I said that I could. You don't want to give too much that I could never sing again because you're singing that twice. That I could never sing again. That I could never. So when you sing the that I could never sing again, let that I could never be your loudest. And when you come in again on the never, that I could never sing again. Let when you come back in on the never, when you repeat it, let it be about the words and less about the note, so you can really focus on the feeling that I could never sing again. And then so you have somewhere to go, except to you. And I want you to accept to you. And this is you giving this is the ring. This is the ring on their finger. So let's go from so true. Wherever this good timestamp is for you. You tell me. Bring it back. Beautiful. Brianna, and when you do this with the piano, take note that when you come in on that I could never, take your time. Like when you ever have a rest like that, the pianist is just playing a chord. So when you come in after so true, that I could never sing again. Let that be different. Let that be sort of a tempo. That one can be a tempo. But when you come in again, after the rest, that I could never, take your time. Let her play the chord. Brum. That I could never, breathe. She just plays a chord. Never sing again, and really take your time there, because that can be musically and thematically and expressively really interesting if you did that. And I mean, it gives you so much room for rubato there that it doesn't have to be a tempo, and your pianist will actually love you for making it a little bit different.
Okay.
So I know you can't do that now because you're doing it off the recording, but next time really make a note for yourself that I could never breathe, never sing again. Can you just say that?
Okay. That I could never sing again.
And then come in, accept, sing it slowly, accept to you. Say it slowly and say it to me and give me that ring.
Except to you.
Yes, exactly. But Brianna, that was beautiful. This is a beautiful piece. You have a beautiful voice, and I'm so happy I got to spend this time with you and the other singers. So brava to you, bravo to Nicholas, and also bravo to Victoria. Thank you.
Thank you.
What a great class, Ryan. Thank you so much.
Call me Speedo.
Speedo, yeah.
Yeah, my mom calls me Ryan when she's mad at me.
Oh, well, we don't want that then. Thank you so much for leading such a great class. I know this is a challenging time doing things online, but it just proves that we can still do good work. Character work is huge, and
yes.
You are a master at it. Just really fantastic. I'm going to ask our students from the class to go ahead and unmute, or unmute their video, show your video for a second. If you don't mind just sticking around for just a few minutes, they have a couple of questions.
Yes.
We'd love for them to ask. We have some students that did not sing that are here that I know might want to chime in and get a chance with you. So
yeah, I have time, and as long as everybody's willing to stay, I'm willing to share my knowledge if I have any.
Thank you. So who would like to start us off?
Please introduce yourself. I mean, if I don't know who you are already, and just tell me if it's of the three people I know, but if it's someone I don't know, tell me who you are.
Go ahead, Sam. I saw your hand.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a senior. I'm 18. And I had a question. As someone who personally struggles a lot with, I guess, comfortability or comfort in terms of using hand gestures and body motions, and I saw you doing a lot of work with that today. I was kind of just curious, how do you figure out how much is too much, or maybe if there's not needed in a certain spot, or what is appropriate and what isn't?
Sam, that's a wonderful question. And I will tell you, it's really up to you. I mean, you said, how old are you? 17?
I'm 18.
18. Okay. And I at an early age, really, I didn't have the musicianship skills to really understand even how to sing when I first started. And these kinesthetic gestures that I was working with everybody, and sort of Nicholas had naturally, were really the thing that helped me be able to be connected to my voice. And at a young age, especially when you're going through puberty, and you're 18 now, but I promise you, you're still not done with puberty. and as a male, I'm 34 years old, and I'm hitting different kinds of puberty. And so your voice is going to be doing all sorts of crazy things, even for the next 10, 15 years. And you have to be able to have things to go lie back on. And those things are, good technique, good breathing. And these are the things I'm sure you're learning in abundance right now. And also just being able to free yourself. And something so simple as a gesture can literally free your body and your voice from like the harshness of puberty. And it feels super uncomfortable and awkward at first, for sure, especially if you're not used to it. But I will tell you, like, what happened with me and Nicholas, like in a piece we're working with, like I was able to just throw things at him physically, that he was just able to change his voice almost instantaneously, because his arms naturally wanted to do stuff. And I think with Victoria and Brianna, like it was maybe a little bit harder, but once they were able to do it, and I know it can be so funny. It can be so funny to do something like that, especially in front of your peers and other singers and adults. But every singer who has any sort of professional career, it's not funny. They absolutely understand and are like, yes, do it. And when you're young, you do it while you're young, because when you get older, and you're doing productions and shows, it's actually natural to have physical gestures to help you get through a phrase. I mean, you can YouTube, some of the greatest opera singers in the world, and see that they have like certain cheat gestures to help them with high notes, or to help them like with line, and you have to figure it out for yourself. But while you're young, do everything, try everything, because then you're not just stuck in a position. Standing still is not the go-to for feeling comfortable, And the more uncomfortable you feel moving, the more you should be moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna back you up. I'm gonna back you up on that, especially with our young singers. You guys, like what he's saying is basically let us tell you to back off, right?
Yes. Yeah. You cannot do, like, even Nicholas. Nicholas literally thought he was doing too much. I could tell you weren't doing too much. Like, your voice was giving me everything, and that's what matters. It's all about the voice at your age, and it should be. And I had coachings and voice lessons where a teacher had me sing something like lying on the floor. I had voicing lessons where my teacher was like, okay, you're on a tightrope, and I want you to sing the entire aria walking on a tightrope. And it had nothing to do with the aria, but it was all to get me to feel a certain way, or loosen a certain way, or think of line, or there's all these crazy things that voice teachers and coaches will do to you physically, that just go with it. And who knows what moment or gesture might bring an epiphany to you and your voice that could be something that will literally last you a lifetime. Thank you for that question, Sam. Give me some more questions.
Who else has one? Nate, go ahead.
So you said you started singing opera.
Nate, introduce.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Age.
Hi, I'm Nate Edwards, and I'm a senior. I'm 18 years old.
Okay.
And you said you started singing opera at a very young age, and I was just wondering what kind of nerves you had to deal with before your first performance.
So I started singing opera, classical music, when I was 14, 15 years old, and I literally had no idea what it was till I started. So actually, the irony is I wanted to be an opera singer before I ever even knew how to sing opera. I was 15 years old, and I saw my first opera. It was Carmen at the Met. And after I saw Carmen, I knew that I wanted to be on the Met stage. I just knew it. I knew it in the fiber of my bones. I knew it like I knew that, I had school the next day. I knew it for a fact. But of course I had no idea how to sing opera or even really what it entailed. But my teacher, my course teacher, my voice teacher, who was with me at that show that I saw, that life-changing experience at the Metropolitan Opera, instead of telling me like, that it was impossible to sing at the Met, or that, I should lower my standards a little bit. Instead, he gave me like the longest list imaginable of all the things I had to accomplish to even get an audition in the Met Chorus, from like, first of all, learning a foreign language, learning how to play piano, reading music, theory, ear training, getting on stage and actually remembering my lines, being in an opera, graduating high school, going to college, going to grad school, being a young artist program, you name it. I mean, it was a long list. It would make the aria Madamina seem like, a grocery shopping list. But what he didn't do is tell me it was impossible. And that was the huge part. And no, it was not Alan Fisher, it was Robert Brown. But Alan Fisher was the head of the program, and he knows exactly the moment I'm talking about. Alan Fisher was the head of my young artist program in high school called Government School for the Arts. What I will say about the next moment after that. So I'm getting in front of my peers. We had this thing called Death by Aria, where we had to sing an art song or an aria in front of all of our classmates, which I think it was like anywhere from 30 to 40 or something like this of my classmates and faculty. And so I get on stage, and Robert Brown, my course teacher, and my voice teacher was playing the piano, and I was singing Caro mio ben, which is like, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star of Italian art songs. And I get on stage and I'm getting ready to sing, and I'm like, I had rehearsed this many, many times. I had sung it in my audition. I mean, I knew it like the back of my shoe, And I get on stage and I'm looking out into the audience, to my peers, people who are my age, people who are like, know me and know where I come from. And all of a sudden I thought to myself, yeah, I'm not going to open my mouth. I think I'm just going to stand here. And so he started to play the intro, and he gets to the bar that I'm supposed to come in. And I look into the audience. I'm okay, yeah, he's probably going to stop now. And then he repeats the measure before I came in, and I don't come in. And he repeats the measure before I had to come in again, and I don't come in. And I'm like, man, it's been like 25 seconds. When is he going to stop? And he doesn't stop. He keeps repeating it and vamping it and vamping it and vamping it. And eventually he starts whispering my lines to me, like, and I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening. He's really not going to let me get off the stage. And that was my first experience singing in front of my classmates. And this experience continued to be the normal for about a year and a half, where I would get on stage and I would literally shrink into a little ball. And I'm like, but I still wanted to sing at the Met. I still wanted to be an opera singer, except that my body and my voice did not want to let me be one. And I will say the greatest advice my voice teacher and chorus teacher and mentor and father figure, Robert Brown, told me and gave to me was that every single time you get on stage is 1% more or 0.00001%. They are closer to discovering your talent and getting better. And every failure led to that one moment that changed my entire operatic stage career. I mean, you don't get to that moment without practice and participation. And every chance I had an opportunity to sing in front of somebody, I did, whether I could remember my lines, whether I could muster a sound, whether I cracked, whether I just did it. And though my classmates laughed at me, other kids made fun of me, it did not deter me or stop me from getting to that point, that moment a year and a half later, where I was 16 years old. And I was singing in the spring concert, and I was singing this piece, If Ever I Would Leave You, from Camelot. And I got on stage and I basically went on autopilot, and I opened my eyes, and all of a sudden everybody's face was like, and I didn't forget my lines. I didn't forget my words. I didn't forget my notes. Of course, my eyes were closed, which kind of sucked, but I sang the song, and I did it. And I completed the song with a pianist on stage in front of my mother, in front of my peers, in front of my faculty. And I sang with at least 60% of my voice. And 60% of my voice was enough for people to be like, all right. And that's what I want to, if I can impart anything to you, you guys are already ahead of the game. I mean, I heard 3 singers just now who are in high school who were better than me in college. So, I mean, you guys have to keep giving it your all, keep practicing, keep performing, keep putting yourself out there. It'll only get better.
Wow. Thank you so much for that story.
Thank you, Nate.
So inspiring. I want to be really mindful of everyone's time, and I think you've just given such incredible information. I'm going to ask you to just hold on just a minute as we say goodbye to our online audience, and we'll wrap up in our private session here really quickly. But thank you to everyone who has watched us today. We will be keeping this up on YouTube for continuing learning from everything that was disseminated today. And I just want to remind all of those watching that if you are a Houston area student, incoming junior or senior for next year, so I'm talking to my sophomores and juniors out there right now, you can also be in this program. Please apply. Applications are open until March 27th, so you have time to get those into us. Go to www.hgo.org/HSVS, and we are very excited to see your applications come in. We're going to say goodbye to our online viewers right now. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.